Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing clip-in extension styling on short hair. So first of all, I have really thick hair and I am growing it out, so I've been wearing my extensions a lot just to kind of get through not really having a style because this is just getting out of control. Since my hair is so thick and my head is so big, I have 2 packs of hair and it blends out perfectly and it's awesome. But let me just walk you through how I do it really quickly, because I remember when I got them, I was always looking for something like online to try and find tips or anything on how to style them and put them in, and I could never find them. So I figured I may as well try and put this out there and hopefully help somebody else. Alright, so I've already gotten them all brushed out. I always use my wet brush on them just because it's the most gentle and it won't rip the hair, tear the hair, or anything. Alrighty, so I am going to section from like middle of the ear and pin that up. So I got all this down here. And so my first weft is my smallest one. I'm going to turn around so you can actually see this. And sometimes the sectioning is not super straight, but it's okay. It won't make a difference. It'll actually help with the blending. Ready. So you just clip it there, snap it in. I'm going to take my next section just a little bit above that last one. And secure it in. And unfortunately, if you only have 1 pack because your hair is already longer or whatever reason, the placement will be totally different. So I'll do a video on that as well, because I actually have someone who has long hair and only uses 1 pack, so we can make a video of that later. My next one is my 2 big pieces. So I'm going to section right here, starting like at the top of the ear. Alrighty, so I'm going to take this guy, put him right here, and you want to make sure these are pulled forward. You don't want them clipped back under any of the clips. Alright, next section is going to be the other weft that's the exact same size as the one you just used. So you're left with, obviously, this huge disconnect right here and over here. And so you're going to grab a few of your little ones. And by little ones, I mean the individual clips. Alright, you're going to stick one right behind, kind of over the ear, connecting it to the one you just put in. And then same thing on the other side. Sorry, I have these cut a certain way, so I'm trying to find the ones that match each side. Alright, and then you can do one right above the ear, connecting to the other piece. It's okay if they overlap a little, as long as it still clips. Same thing. Because you don't want it too close to the hairline, because then you're going to be able to see it, obviously. Alright, next section. It's not as big as those ones that we put in the middle, but it's a little bit smaller. So I'm going to turn around again for you. And once you get to this point of the head, the wefts are going to be really close to each other because you don't want to move them too far up the head. So I'm going to stick another individual one over here. Sorry for the squeaking, that's the puppy with her toy. Another piece the same size. Now at this point, you're going to decide where you want to part your hair. I usually do it almost in the middle, but not quite, just so I can even out these short layers that I've got up top. Alright, next section I'm going to take is going to be where my last weft is going to go, and I'm going to take it diagonally. Just a slow diagonal, you know, not a steep one. I'm going to take my last top weft, and I'm going to do it about 2 to 3 inches back, and I'll tell you why. Because we have got a few more of these, 2 more of these, and we're going to put those right in the front. And what that's going to do is blend this out really nicely. This little short piece. I know my hair is like a gajillion colors, but it ends up working out. So you are done with that side. We just have to curl it. And same thing with the other side. Just a slow diagonal. You can do it a little bit higher up since this is the heavier side. And then your last piece. Okay, so now that they're in, we can style them. So what I'm going to do is just kind of feel for the weft, where the wefts are, and section it out just a little bit so that I have some hair to curl of my own with the extensions. I'm just going to gently clip those up. So I've got my hair plus the extension, and I've split it in half. I'm going to split it in half again. So I'm holding on to where my hair is. And I have my Enzo Milano wand. And I'm going to twist around really carefully because I want to make sure I get those short pieces curled too. And then I'm going to hold it. This is not the part where my hair falls out, don't worry. And let it down. I don't want anything super tight. And yes, I know you can, right now you can still see the separation between the short hair and the long hair. But this part, nobody's going to really see anyways because it's under everything. But we want to curl it.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Okay, next section. It's going to be hard to section your hair when you have the extensions in, so don't worry if you're like struggling with trying to find out where they're supposed to go, then you are right on track. It's normal. And I always use the wand facing down. It's just easier for me, and it's easier for everybody because it's less burning. Just be careful of your fingertips, obviously. But then you don't have to reach over something and wrap. Most of these are already pretty curly, but I'm still going to walk you through the whole thing. boys off with the part that I struggle with the most. A lot of the times, it's really easy just to put it half up, half down, so that you don't struggle with these short pieces, so you can blend them out, because mine are so thick and so straight and so annoying, and these ones are too, these little guys. So you just gotta push those back. Or you can use the flat iron to curl them, which is like a nice alternative, but we're gonna work it out. And if we need the flat iron, we'll need the flat iron. So you just want to take like vertical sections and make sure you get a little piece of extension. And I kind of twist the short hair to trick it into staying on the wand. As I'm wrapping it, give it a little twist. And with the back, if you have a friend over, that's great. They can help you, but otherwise you're just kind of guessing and then check it in the mirror and picking a piece up that you need to fix and, you know, doing it all over again. And now I'm going to go back to this, so don't worry about that. I'm going to grab the flat iron and I'll show you how we do the top pieces to blend the flat iron curls in with the wand curls. Okay, flat iron is heated up. I'm going to take a small vertical section. It is all so straight. I'm going to point that downward as well and just curl back. So it gives me a nice little curl back here that blends in pretty nicely with. This one we have a little bit of extension in. We're going to see how this goes. It went okay. And if you saw, I immediately combed it down into here because I don't want it to set super tight. I want it to blend in. See? Not too bad. Now we're really going to finish it off. We're going to tease the crown a little bit with the comb. Just a few gentle combs back in the back, just to fluff it up so that you can't see the tracks of the hair. And then I always do right at the top hairline too, just really gentle. As you can see, like I'm not going crazy with the teasing. Like you can hardly see it, but the point is it makes the hair thicker up there, so that you can't see any of the extensions. We didn't go that high up anyways, but it's just a precaution. And see, this is why extensions are so hard with the short hair, because this piece, this chunk just like sticks out. Since that section wasn't working for me, I'm actually going to readjust where the extension was. I'm going to put it up a little higher. Same thing over here, just going to raise it up a little bit. Ta-da! Big crazy hair!